them, but not like you look at someone, you're like, oh my god, I'm so in love. Ooh, nope, never, never. Hi guys, and welcome to another video. This is simply Louisa. Thank you so much for coming to watching my video. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're new, then please hit the subscription button and the notification button so you never miss any video that's posted on the channel, because I am on the road to get to 200 subscribers. Now it's February. I know I look a mess. It's February. It's the 1st of February, which means it's my birthday month. And a very beautiful virtual gift that I would really love is to get 300 subscribers. So if you guys could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. But it's February, it's a Wednesday, and I have nothing to do because I'm not feeling well. So I am home. I am not feeling well. If you watched my video yesterday, then I pretty much explained what's wrong with me. But I'm not feeling well, and last night a very good friend of mine, storyteller from Nigeria, posted a blog where she did Never Have I Ever, and she listed me as the inspiration to the blog. Now I read through it and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then now I didn't have anything to do, and I'm very tired of just like sitting around. So I figured, why not just create another video for a week? So as usual, wrote down in my journal, have all the questions listed down, and I am just going to go through this list. If there's a need for me to explain, I will explain, but for the most part I would just say the things that I've never done. So, never have I ever snuck out of the house. Weirdly enough, I've never. Not once. If I've had to go out, like my mom gave me the freedom to go out whenever I needed to. So I've never snuck out of the house. Saw a ghost. No. Never. Ever been in love? I have. Evan was made out of love. Yeah, love that guy. Still do. Been drunk. Again, it was a drunk night when I met Evan, so that should explain to you how many times I've been drunk in my life. Cheated on a test. I have cheated on a test before, and I remember the test. I think it was, what was that? But I remember I was doing my diploma. There was a mid-semester test that I wasn't prepared for, and then a friend of mine just like helped me out with 4 questions, and then we both ended up failing that mid-semester anyway. Never have I ever been arrested. I have never been arrested before, my love. Stolen anything. I would lie if I said I never have. Funny story. My mom used to have an IDF account for me. Like an account for underage child. She used to have one of those. And then I think when I was 16, because I was already out of school, she gave me the bank card to like keep. And then the idea was that, she would tell me when to go get money from the account. But then I ended up just like chowing everything, because I would always just be like, isn't this mine? Yeah. Not grateful. Never have I ever wanted to get back with an ex. Nah, I have wanted to get back with an ex. I have actually gotten back with a few. I feel like I am very, like, this is something that I talk about with my best friend a lot. I love, being in good spaces with people I've been intimate with before. Not like intimate like sex or whatever, but like emotionally attached. I like to be in good spaces with them because I don't like new people, honestly. So I end up just like, I've realized that I end up going back to the people that I know rather than actually finding someone new. Like, I'll end up just going back to someone. Like, I'm used to you. I don't want anyone new. I'm used to you. So I have wanted and I have gotten back with a few of my old flames. Not a few of them. Two? I think two, actually. Never have I ever wanted to move to a new country. I do want to move to a new country. I do. I'm tired of Malawi, honestly. I do want to move to a new country. Never have I ever hated my job. Honestly, I wouldn't have been here looking for a new job if I didn't hate my job. I don't like it anymore. I just need to move. If you watched my my vision board for 2022, I did say I want a new job this year because I no longer feel satisfied. I'm no longer satisfied with my current job. Never have I ever went on a vacation out the country. I have never. Apparently, when I was a kid, my mom and my stepdad took me to SA, I think they said, but I have never gotten out of the country. Like, now that I'm older, for a vacation. I need to scale up. Never have I ever gotten a tattoo. Nope. I've been wanting it, but pain tolerance is, so I always like move it. Never have I ever ghosted someone. I just recently ghosted someone. I just recently ghosted someone. And I'm not even scared to admit it. And I know he watches my videos, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that it's not where I am. Like, where you wanted me to be is not where I am currently. Never have I ever dated more than one person. Dated more than one person. I have never. Okay. I don't think I dated more than one person. But I feel like it was one of those where you're in a relationship, you know it's going to an end, and you meet someone, and you're like developing that talking stage with that someone while trying to finalize something. You know what I mean? Like, you know things are not going great. There's nothing else for you guys in that relationship, and then you meet someone, and you're just like, okay, let me see the new avenue, you know, while trying to like end it with someone else. I feel like that's what happened. Never have I ever lied to stay away from work. I have lied to stay away from work. I have killed people that are already dead. You know, just like, this person has died, or this person has died, I need to go to the funeral, and that person has been long dead. So I have lied. I have lied to stay away from work. It's annoying me because I'm meant to be at work right now, and I have a lot of things that I need to do at work, but like I can't be at work because why? I am sick. So it's annoying because when you lie to get away from work, you normally just want to like sit down, relax. I'm not sitting down and relaxing. I'm here in pain and whatnot. So it's really annoying me currently. Never have I ever hidden in the bathroom to eat. I have eaten in the bathroom before. Not like hiding from someone to eat, but I have eaten while seated in the bathroom. I don't care. Never have I ever given a fake name or number. Hey, my fake name is usually Esnat, and I've given a fake number before. Now, funny story. One time I gave this guy a fake name. I think it was. I gave this guy the name Naomi. I think something. Naomi. That's what you guys would probably say, but it's Naomi this side. I gave him that name, and one time, but I was at my favorite coffee house, Kwahara, and I call it Kwahara, but it's Kwaharaba. So I was there, and then, you know, I passed this guy, and it didn't hit me that I knew him. And then he called for me. I was like, Naomi, hey. And I was like, I kept going. Unfortunately, he decided to follow me. So he followed me. He's like, hey, I was calling you. I was saying hi. I'm like, you were? I didn't hear my name. He's like, yeah, Mister, your name is Naomi. I'm like, nope, my name's it literally was like, no, my name is Louisa. And I was like, what? You gave me the name. And he went on to tell me precisely where we had met. And went on to say, you gave me this number, I've been trying this number, and it says it's the wrong number, I've been talking to this person, it stays far away, it doesn't know your name, and whatnot. I was so embarrassed. And then we ended up being very good friends. We ended up being very good friends. That's oh my god. Hey man. As in, so yeah, his name is Kelvin, he stays in the UK, but like that was one of the craziest stories ever. Never have I ever done it in the bathroom. I have. You have to be spontaneous. I have. Never have I ever fallen in love at first sight. No. I have never. Never. I've been interested in people after like seeing them, but not like you look at someone you're like, oh my god, I'm so in love. Ooh. Nope. Never. Never. Never have I said I love you when I didn't mean it. I have said I love you, but never meant it. I have. Again, dated someone that he was looking for validation a lot. And I guess it wasn't wrong. It's just the timing was wrong. Like I'd been seeing him for a month, and then next thing you know, he's already saying I love yous, and I felt so bad not saying it back that I started saying it back. Not that I did, but like to make him feel better. And I know he watches this as well, and I know you know it's you. Yeah, I never meant it, but we're friends, so it's all good. Like, no bad feelings. And I feel like it's been known that I never meant it. It's just, it was wrong. Like, the timing was wrong. Never have I ever had an accident. I have been involved in an accident before. I wasn't the one driving it. I was in a minibus. It was rainy season. We were on a bad road. It started swerving, and then next thing you know, we're in a ditch. My mom still has issues because she had hit her chest to the next chair, so she still has chest issues. I had dislocated my shoulder that day, but then I've always had a bad shoulder from a long time ago, so I can't blame it on the accident. But I have had an accident. I have been involved in one. Never have I ever stalked someone on social media. Again, I have. And most recent one also. It happened last night. Let me explain. So I used to have a best friend, a male best friend, and now he's no longer a best friend. I used to have a best friend, stays in the US. I guess I feel like I thought we were very cool, but he started seeing me in a different light. And then we ended up realizing that, our friendship wouldn't work because we weren't on the same wavelength. So our friendship ended up, being dead. And the other, last night, was it last night or the night before? I was on Instagram in the middle of the night. I think around 3 a.m. or something. I was on Instagram and I was just scrolling through because I couldn't sleep. I was in pain. And one of his art pieces made it to my timeline. And I decided, let me actually see what he's been up to because it's been years. So I go to his profile and I'm scrolling. And as I'm scrolling, I liked one of the pictures. And it wasn't like a picture, you know how you're scrolling through and it's a picture from a while back? And I ended up liking it. And immediately went and took away that like because I was like, nope. But I still feel like He must have gotten the notification that I liked the picture, which might look like a bad thing because, like, why am I stalking him now? But yeah, I really just wanted to, like, know what's up with his life. Like, I won't lie, I actually miss the guy because he used to be a very good friend. But yeah, have I stalked someone? I have. Couple of times. I have stalked people. Never have I ever lied about my marital status. I don't think I've ever lied about my marital status. It's just that I don't ever debunk something. For example, especially now that I'm a mom. Yesterday, someone from work, from like a different branch, called me. They were looking for my assistance. And when I said I wasn't feeling well and that, my baby wasn't feeling well as well and stuff, he went on to tell me how difficult it is for men in the house because they never know what to do when, both the wife and the kid are sick. And I didn't have the energy to tell him that I'm not married and that I'm a single mom because it's like, bruv, like, ask everyone around the company, everyone in the company knows I'm single and that, I'm a single mom. What do you mean my husband won't know what to do with me? So that happens quite a lot actually. I've been asked why I don't wear my ring. I don't know why. Like, I've been asked why I don't wear my ring. I've been asked if I've gotten engaged and stuff like that. Or people just assume I'm engaged or that I'm married. Not that like formal marriage, formal wedding stuff and all, but like maybe that I moved in with the father of my baby. And usually when they put it as an assumption, I just don't deny it because I'm just like, assume whatever you want. Because when I start denying stuff like, oh no, I'm a single mom, I get a lot of questions or they start side-eyeing me like, what's wrong with you? And so I just don't because I never have the energy for it. So it's crazy because there are people who actually think I am married to the father of my baby. Never have I ever done something crazy for love. I have done crazy stuff for love. To back myself, I'm a Pisces. So when we are in love with people or when we love people, we tend to get clouded by it. That we don't even see how crazy we get sometimes. But yeah, I have. I'm not ashamed to say I have done crazy things for love. Never have I ever searched for myself on Google. Again, I have. Okay? First and foremost, I started out blogging when I knew nothing about it. And then I learned, how to like get good at it. And then I learned SEO, like how to properly optimize my post for the search engine. When my post started popping on like the first pages of Google, I wanted to make sure I actually saw how they looked like. So I would continuously search for myself, like just to see, what one. And yeah, I still do sometimes. Like I still search for myself just to like see what's going to come up. I don't know. It's like I don't see it as being conceited. I just see it as self-motivation. Yeah, that's how I see it. Never have I ever attempted suicide. I have. Once when I was 16 and again when I was 19. But I'm not going to explain. Never have I ever had a mental breakdown. I have. Again, not going to explain. This isn't the right time. Never have I ever wished something bad happened to my boss. Hey. As in, God forgive me, but I have. My current boss, I have a very weird relationship with him. Like one moment I like him as a person, next moment I hate his guts because I'm like, why are you like this? But I'll tell you a story. When I was 16, I got my first job when I was 16. I had just completed my higher diploma in business management at the time. And yeah, don't ask me how, but that had happened. Oh no, I hadn't completed. I was in the works of doing my higher diploma in business management. I think I was just starting. Um, I my ex got me a job as a merchandising officer, which was then going to be supervisor or something like that. We were going to be working for Unilever because there was a company that had a contract with Unilever to undertake all its merchandising, situations. So we got the job, and during training, like everybody would be like, "Oh, Bossman, kind of likes you. He's very likened by you," and I'll just, like we'll laugh about it, have a good laugh, throw it over. Because I was like, for a lot of people that personally know me actually know one thing. I am young, but I pretty much act like a very old person. So it was one of those situations where it's like, I'll like just be like, whatever. And then when they started posting us up, I remember he called me about 2-3 days prior. So he called me. He was like, "Hey, I want to put you, like you're going to be in Blantyre still. You're going to be working by Jijiri Shopping Mall." And I didn't mind because I was like, okay, it's closer to school. I'll still be around town and stuff like that. And then he went on to say, "But I like you and stuff." And in my head, like this was a Zambian man, by the way. He was from Zambia. And in my head, I'm like, bruv, I'm 16. Granted, I had lied about my age because I wanted the job. But everyone kept saying it. Like, why did you lie? Like, on your CV, you lie. You're 16. Why did you lie? And I was just like, I really need the job. So he started telling me, "Oh, I like you. You have a nice body and stuff like that." And in my head, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, why are you telling me this? And considering I really have I have a strong personality. Even when I was young, I had a very strong personality. I made it known that I was not interested. So I told him I wasn't interested. And I remember there were a few curse words that I said because he said a few curse words to me. So he's told me I'll be around Blantyre. I'll be working by Jijiri Shopping Mall in ShopRite, for the merchandising. And then 2 days later, he says, "No, I'm posting you in Zomba." And my whole world just like, I was like, I don't understand. What do you mean? What do you mean you're posting me in Zomba? But yeah, he said he was going to post me in Zomba because there was someone else that would do a better job, in Blantyre, like Chichi Shopping Mall and stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. I agreed to it because I was like, I don't care. So I got posted to Zomba. I was meant to find a house that side, like proper find a place to stay and whatnot. But then I never found something that I liked. So every day I would leave my home early. Like I'd leave Blantyre around 5 to make sure I was in Zomba by 7:30, and then leave Zomba at 5 p.m., got to Blantyre around 7, and then get a bus home. Now one day, I remember this day vividly. I remember he came to Zomba and told me, this wouldn't have happened if you had just said yes to me. Like you would have still been in Blantyre, would have had a relationship going. And I was just like, I don't get this. Like, why? That same day, as I was knocking off, got into a bus, left Zomba, got to Blantyre. Get into a bus to home, and I got mugged. They stripped me of everything. I got mugged right in the minibus, actually. I was the only girl in that minibus. And I'm very thankful to God because I honestly feel like if it wasn't him by my side, I would have gotten raped that day. So they took my every belonging, my money, my phones, whatnot. I was left with nothing. And then when I dropped off, and this is, I get speechless every single time I say this story, because they robbed me, they robbed the bus conductor, and they robbed the driver, and they robbed two other men, because these guys had panga knives. So everyone was just scared, like, of what would happen. There were about 5 guys, I remember, that were thieves. They robbed us, they dropped off, and then we went on with our journey. I dropped off by my stage, and I was so shooken up that when I got there, I chat a lot with a lot of people. So I used to chat with a lot of guys that like the holler guys by the stage. I told one of the guys, I was like, I got robbed. And he's like, where? I'm like, in the minibus. He's like, which minibus? I'm like, that minibus. But then it wasn't the driver and the conductor. There were guys that were in the minibus that actually mugged us. And this guy saw how shook I was. He escorted me home. I go home and my mom said, you're not going back to that job. Like, that's the end of it. And that's how I actually stopped working for those guys. I hated that man's guts, and I prayed for a long time for anything bad to happen to him. I didn't care. I honestly didn't care. Until today, actually, I don't care if anything. If I was to hear that he passed, I'll probably like start, because I feel like, yeah. So yeah, that was my experience. I hated my boss. I actually don't put that job as, I don't put it on my CV even, because I don't like thinking about it. I don't put it on my CV. There's nothing, like, the only way you'd know that I worked for them is when you hear me say the story. Otherwise, I don't like to claim them, because, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Never have I ever served someone breakfast. I have served someone breakfast before. I have. Never have I ever lied to avoid sex. I have lied to avoid sex. Now I feel like this video is going to be long. I have lied to avoid sex. And ladies, let me tell you a red flag. There was this guy I used to see. When I tell you this guy knew my calendar more than I knew it. Like, he was my flow app. I actually didn't need a flow app. This man knew which week I was ovulating. He knew which week I was good. He knew which week I'd be having my menses. One night, went to his house. There was something that was going on. I went there to like have a talk, just like have someone, be there for me. And then he's like, so are we going to do it? I think it was in the middle of the night. He's like, are we going to do it? I'm like, no, bruv. Like, And then you could see the pressure coming on. Like, and then I said, hey, I'm in my periods. The man legit told me, I know your days. You're far from your days. You're not in your periods. And that's when I was like, what? And I'm just telling him I didn't want to have sex. But then, yeah, we had a fight. So it was a double blow, because I went there for someone to just like to be with someone, not like intimately on that day, and then ended up fighting with that same person because they wanted intimacy. But yeah, never have I ever missed job interviews because I didn't like the company. I have never missed a job interview. Never. Ever. But yeah, finished. I'm actually glad I did this. I haven't... Kind of made me smile a little today. Because I woke up not feeling too great. Went to the hospital last night. Found that I have malaria as well. And that my blood levels are a bit low. So I've been put on iron tablets that I don't like. And malaria medication. Again, that I don't like. So just to give you guys a little update. And then there's a few little misdemeanors happening with my body. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys in the next. Please make sure to subscribe, to like, to comment. I love reading every little comment that you guys are putting up. Thank you so much for the engagement. Let's please get to 300 subscribers. I know we're so far off, but let's get it before February ends. And yeah, birthday month. Alright guys, I'll see you guys later.